How's it going, everybody? It is Damian G coming to you live from my living room here in Dallas, Texas. It's about 12:20 a.m. on 5/25, 2021. And you can find me on all your social medias at Damian G Show, as well as Anchor.fm, Twitch.tv/Damian G Show, and my YouTube that is streaming right now. So this one's not going to be a cartoon review. This is not going to be an interview. It's not going to be anything relevant to what I normally talk about. It's not going to dabble in that. In reality, what this is going to be about is basically, what up, Eugene? Nice to see you, my brother. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to basically just let everyone know who has followed my broadcast career for the past like 5 years, and let them know what my thoughts are kind of going into this trip that I'm going to be taking this weekend to New York to see my family over at Battle Club Pro. May the franchise reign on Saturday. Uh, it's two shows, man. Y'all gonna see me on two times that night, okay? And I'm looking forward to catching up with people like Eugene, people like my boy Chris, who's coming with me, as well as the entire Battle Club Pro family. But on behalf of Big Gold Bell Media, let me take a minute to just say, I had this whole promo worked out that I was going to talk about the broadcast and things of that nature. But let me explain to you why Big Gold Bell Media is making an appearance at this show. Because Battle Club and Big Gold have been synonymous since I came on about 2 years ago. Najir Two Chains recruited me personally to come onto his network and provide what some people would say a different take on wrestling. And that has now spawned to a friendship, as well as a partnership, as well as someone he knows he can trust, as he is the principal owner of Big Gold Bell Media, where that has his back. And I'm one of those people in broadcasting and in media that I'm loyal. I'm loyal to people who are loyal to me. And I'm not a blind loyalist. And I believe in everything that we do here at Big Gold Belt Media, from the podcast to the movie reviews to the interviews and things of that nature. So I just want to say, on behalf of Big Gold Belt Media, we are proud to be a part of May the Franchise Reign this coming Saturday in Richfield Park, New Jersey, where we will be heavily featured on the show. We're not wrestlers. I'm not even official broadcast media anymore. But what I am is a guy who cares about product and cares about the product that my friends put out. And to be quite honest, I would rather not be doing this if it wasn't for Big Gold Belt and Battle Club Pro. So I owe them a debt of gratitude. So that's number one. Because a lot of people are thinking, oh, why are you going to New York, Damon? You haven't been there in so long. Well, newsflash. For those who don't know, let me let you in a little demonistic secret here. My mom is currently battling blood and bone cancer at the moment. It's not looking good long-term for Mama Gracia. And I'm going to spend some time with her this weekend. She doesn't know I'm coming, so it's going to be a surprise. So Mom Dukes doesn't know I'm coming, and my family doesn't really have social media. So no matter how much time I have left with my mom, I'm going to try to make it as best as we both can, and it's a surprise. So, and it just so happens that she starts her chemotherapy this week, and I'm going to outpatient, and I'm going to be there to kind of surprise her, try to lift her spirits, because I'm the youngest of four boys, and some would say I'm my mom's favorite. I didn't say it, but it's been assumed. So basically, that's part of the big reason. And thank you, Eugene. I appreciate. You always have my back. And if you get a chance, go check out my boy Eugene's podcast with Hector, Big Heck and Wade. Their adventures are fun, to say the least. I had the pleasure of working with them on a recent post regarding the Mortal Kombat movie. Please check that out. Check out all their podcasts on Anchor and where podcasts are found. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go back home because I hadn't been home in about a year and a half. And even though I relocated to Dallas, I just want to say that New York will always be my home. There's a reason why I got the license plate on my head, on my hat right here. And it's not just for a fashion statement. This was a gift a couple of years ago from an ex-girlfriend of mine who I am grateful to have this gift because it reminds me every single day when I wake up in the morning or when I go to free play or if I go online or on air, I will always be reminded that I am a native New Yorker. And I take that good, bad, or ugly. Living here in Dallas the last couple of years, I've had to integrate myself to a different culture, to a different way of life. And I have effectively, at least I'd like to think, effectively pulled that off, thanks to the people I've met at Free Play, amongst the other places I've gone to, the YMCA and places like that, where I've developed a family bond. But that's not why you tuned in. You tuned in to actually hear about me. So let me explain real quickly what I am. Okay. I'm a broadcaster. Okay. I'm a guy who's been trained to do this work. And I have been challenged by a few people recently to put up or shut up in terms of my career, my broadcast thing, as it were. So a lot of you don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I was on a podcast, one of the first wrestling podcasts in my memory before everybody and their mama had one, that covered wrestling in a more intellectual and even therapeutic way, called Last Mark Standing, with my former co-host Trina. We enjoyed what we did. And that segued over into the Shattered Glass cast with New Age Insiders Entertainment, as well as my boy Chip, when we did Salty Chips for a little while there, developing a following, talking about nerd culture and wrestling and sports and all that good stuff. And I kind of took a hiatus. After the move, after me trying to get my feet here in Dallas, I briefly worked for a Dallas-based radio station. Shout out to my WFAN family, my radio fan, Fun Asia family here in Dallas. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon, more ways than one. But my reflection on this whole night has been, I was going to cut this really impassioned broadcasting promo, and to be quite honest, it was filled with a lot of anger and vitriol, and I don't got it right now. What I got is, I'm good at what I do. I know a lot of people may not know who I am. A lot of people may have forgotten the work I did a couple years ago, and I know Eugene knows, Big Gold Belt knows. A lot of people remember, but you new wrestling fans out there, you nerd culture fans, don't remember that I was one of the first people to actually blend together mental health, talking about professional wrestling and nerd culture and how that's important. And why I'm integrating mental health today was, full disclosure, everything got a little heavy for me the other day, to the point where I had a really bad anxiety attack. All right. And to Twitch people, I love y'all too. Twitch.tv/Damon G Show. Find me over there as well. I had a really bad anxiety attack, and it was eating at me all Sunday morning. And shout out to those who were there to support me and pretty much say, hey, what do you need from me in this moment? I love you. And believe me when I tell you I love you for that, because there are moments when the mental health gets too much. And going home is scary. Going home is scary. The thought of look, I don't know if y'all caught that on my Mick Drake interview yesterday. Go check that out on Big Gold Belt Media's YouTube page, as well as SoundCloud and the like. I was nervous. I was scared, because it was the first on-air interview I did in almost a year, because I have been slow to come back behind this to actually talk to people. Not to talk to my coworkers, not to talk to people who I do podcasts and broadcasts with, but to talk to strangers. And if you go back and watch that Mick Drake interview, you can tell, and I'm my biggest critic, where that first half of that interview, I was nervous as fuck. I was really nervous. And by the way, everybody who's been commenting on the babyface Damien thing, I just tried something new. I may grow my beard back. I don't know. But the first maybe 20 minutes of that interview, I was nervous AF. Wasn't my best work. And I apologize to Mick if it was off. But the latter half of that, when I got to talk to him about things that are outside of wrestling, and again, go check that out on Big Gold Belt Media's YouTube page, it reminded me why I like doing what I do. It reminded me as to the stories you can find out from people if you just come from a perspective of wanting to know and to learn and to listen, not to respond, to listen. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that opportunity. So let me let y'all know this Saturday what you're going to see. Okay, you're going to see me. You're going to see 2 Chains. We're going to represent Big Gold Belt Media. I'm going to be there to support my boy Wade, Eugene, and anything he needs. I'm going to be there to support my boy Yo Kim, who just opened up their wrestling school, the Fallout Shelter in Long Island City. Please go check that out if you're an aspiring professional wrestler that wants to be a part of something that has inclusion and family involved in it. It's run by really good people, and I would not just throw up my support level for people who were just willy-nilly. All right, so go check out the Fallout Shelter in Long Island City. Shout out to Hokai, Steve Pena, Mike Law, and Joe Kim as well. But you're going to have me there. I'm going to be talking to talent. I'm going to be interviewing talent. I'm going to be one of the people that is going to work behind the scenes to make sure the talent are okay. And I'm going to ask questions. I'm not going to ask questions that are just typical to wrestling. I don't do that. I like to ask questions that matter, the why of it all. And that's the kind of person that you get when you have me behind this microphone. I encourage discourse. I encourage conversation. But one thing I will not encourage is ignorance. So for those people that want to come and talk to me and yell in my face, like today somebody had the gall to tell me I'm not a real broadcaster, you're wrong because I got paid to do this. So you're wrong. So there you go. But also, I want to tell my family really quick before I see them this weekend. I did this without y'all. I don't need y'all to do this. And this isn't me shooting on them. It's the fact that they still don't understand. And that's okay. I got here through the love and support of my mentor, Dan Schwartzman, formerly of NBC Sports Radio. I got here through the work of all my friends and family in media that have helped me to get to where I am, where I'm comfortable enough again to mess up and take a chance on myself and on something I believe in. And that is why I believe in Big Gold Belt Media. That is why I believe in Battle Club Pro. That's why I believe in people like Wade Ilson, otherwise known as Eugene, because they are people worth supporting. So you're going to have me behind this microphone. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to be kind of in your face about it, but I'm going to be respectful. But at the same time, I'm going to care about you, the person. Bonk the wrestling stuff, that's going to take care of itself. But when I go home, I'm going to see my friends. I'm going to take every single goddamn picture I can with my friends. I'm going to take pictures with my mom and my dad, who is suffering from Alzheimer's and forgetting who he is half the time. I'm going to take pictures with everybody I know and love. Shit, if I see my damn ex-wife out there, I'm going to take a picture with her. Because you know what? Those people matter. That's what counts. I love you all. And that's why I do my cartoon reviews. I get a pittance to do that, but I have so much fun doing it. I'll continue to do it. Everything I do with free play, I do out of love. I do out of support. Because again, family over everything. So I'll see you guys this week. I'll see you guys this weekend. I get in Thursday. I leave Sunday. If you want to find me on social media at Damon G Show, Twitter, Instagram, and the like, twitch.tv/Damon G Show. And remember to support independent wrestling, but support good people more often than not, because those are the people that matter. And I promise you, this will not stop. I'm going to make this a reality. I'm going to manifest this as a full-time job so I can stop doing the nonprofit route. Not that I don't like what I do, but this is what I was made to do. Love you all. Without you, there is no us. I do take donations. Cash App Damon G Show. Coach Damon G as well on Venmo. And I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll have another cartoon tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that and check those out on my Twitch feed, twitch.tv/Damon G Show. Remember, without you, there is no us.